Helldivers 2 sets new Steam record in review bombing reckoning.
But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
Spread managed democracy. Join the PlayStation Network.
Is it really review bombing when they've gone out and fucked everyone over? I wouldn't say that's review bombing. Changing your review based off their actions that they've also changed, I would not say is review bombing.
It is currently sitting at overwhelmingly negative and mixed for all reviews.
It's got over 200,000 negative reviews now.
Holy fuck, it beat Overwatch!
Yeah, we did it, boys. Gamers rise up. The fire rises.
I knew we could beat the Overwatch community.
How will this look on the news?
Helldivers 2 devs claim they're fighting back against Sony's mandatory PSN requirement. I do not fucking believe them. No. That is bullshit. This whole thing is smoke and mirrors, okay? This is them trying to look like the good guys. They have been caught multiple times since this whole thing started. Oh God, you guys are lying about this. And then something recently happened, which we will get to a little bit later, but long story short, the CEO said, oh, we knew this was coming months ago and we did fucking nothing about it.
Well, fucking, weren't they caught kind of saying this was like a good idea? Like, I swear there was managers actually saying it was a good idea.
They were also caught. They were also caught knowing that they were going to have to do this 6 months before the launch of the game, and they chose to delay it till now.
Dude, the thing is, it's just so hard to believe all that because, what how many countries it got taken away? Like, it got actually
nearly 200.
It's like, what the fuck were PlayStation thinking? Like, did they just... What the fuck is happening?
I think this is in response to people canceling their PlayStation Network through Stellar Blade. I think they pushed this, and I think they would just, even if they're not paid, they want to say to their investors, "Oh, look, we just had, how many people were PC only Helldivers players? We just had, thousands of people sign up for PlayStation Network. We're not in any trouble."
I don't think that's true because this was in the plan for months.
Yeah, but it's so hard to believe that because if it was planned for so many months, they surely wouldn't have sold it in those countries.
This was always the plan since day one. They were always going to do this, all right? So it's like, then why are you selling the game in nearly 200 countries where it was never going to be pulled and refunded? So I don't think the timing lines up with that. To me, this just sounds like it's fucked, quite frankly. Fucked.
Yeah, we keep getting like 30 different stories about timelines of when this was known, when this was asked for to happen, all this shit. It's really hard to tell what's the truth here. And I will say this, I would like to know how many people canceled their PlayStation Plus membership over Stellar Blade. I don't think it's that many to really affect it.
If anything, it was upwards of 10,000 at the highest.
At the highest, but I think Helldivers would cause more.
Yeah, I think Helldivers is done.
I think the biometric things that they want to do, the fact they want to get your biometrics, I think that would cause more than Stellar Blade.
Well, in Ireland, you have to share to sign up for PlayStation Network. You have to share a photo ID. It's like that in other places.
I thought it was the UK as well.
You have to do it.
Seen
here too in Canada.
That Video Pirate Software going around where he's like, guys, in countries like Ukraine, you can't even fucking make a PSN unless you buy a PlayStation.
Yeah.
No motherfucker is going to spend, I don't know, $600-700, whatever it is, for fucking Helldivers. That's not going to happen, man. The whole thing, one of the things this game had going for it was AA, so they weren't charging AAA prices. So we're saying, fuck, I am spending less but getting far more. So to go and spend $600 would be completely counterintuitive to all that. So this is like the whole list of countries, and it's a shit ton of countries, man. Like all these places.
We can't even play it in Djibouti anymore. Fuck.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? My Djibouti brothers. Shout out Djibouti, bro. My boy fucking Barbecue can't even play this game anymore.
Hold up. Isle of Man. That's in the UK. That's just below Scotland. You can't even fucking get it there?
No, Iraq. They can't get Arab money.
They can't get Arab money. Skirmitar was saying that where Skirmitar is, a lot of countries around him, countries you've never fucking heard of, a lot of those countries, he said that those were the people he was playing with because of the area. That's who would connect him with. And he goes, yeah, they're all gone. We can't play with them anymore. Once this whole thing kicks in, right? Because technically at the moment, we're in the grace period. Technically, right? So by the end of the month, because all these people are out so fucking many. All right, it just keeps going, man. So that's all.
Basically, a majority of the world's
Dude, I just
land
think,
mass area.
I think this is just the boiling of the frog. I don't think that they're going to stop because I think that they see this player base moving to PC and they eventually want to say, oh, if you want to play our games, you have to be a paid PlayStation Plus subscriber.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too.
Yeah, but dude, they're gonna lose so many people. The only autistic fucks who are gonna do that is someone like Boss Hog. You're gonna have to be a really dick-riding Sony pony to do that shit, man. To be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a PC and then I'm also gonna buy fucking PlayStation Plus. I think. Holy fuck.
I shared something here real quick. Yeah, so this is how quick they changed the terms of service.
They changed this when the Arrowhead CEO got community noted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right here laying it out saying, do I have to sign into PlayStation Network to play a PlayStation game on PC? Signing into PlayStation Network is optional when playing a PlayStation game on PC. After May 3rd, do I have to sign into PSN to play a PlayStation game on PC? Some PlayStation games may require you to sign in and link your account for PSN. So, yeah.
I think there is potential for class action lawsuits by changing the game that way. Yeah. Potentially, you'd have to go through and read the fine print, of course. Yeah. I don't have enough time to do that. Some lawyer could do it and figure it out. But
people are trying to do apples to oranges though with like Rockstar and Microsoft, but all of those required those day one. So it was
exactly.
It was not a.
I'm much more acceptable with those accounts being day one. I don't have to give my fucking ID.
The one that gets me is they say, why weren't you angry when you had to do this? And I'm like, everyone was. Everyone sits down and goes, oh fuck, another account I have to make. And everyone does that.
Yeah.
And did they sell their games in countries that fucking can't sign up for those things? Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, if they knew they were going to do this, they should have put restrictions like this product's not available in the following countries. So that's probably where the class action will go through.
Yeah, so it does look like those people in those countries are getting Steam refunds regardless of how many hours they played. However, if you're in one of the countries that will have PSN access, if you don't fall under the basic bitch Steam refund policy, too fucking bad. You don't get your money back.
If you're like me and you bought it through CD keys because you wanted to save a few bucks,
too bad.
Too bad now.
Yeah, right.
Thank God you're not in Djibouti.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
But let's go have a look at some of this shit, all right? This CEO is fucking all the people retweeting them and be like, see, they're on our side. No. It's copium. It's lies. It's just him trying to play victim. No, the same thing with the Stellar Blade people, okay? The same fucking thing.
They built it, though. Both those guys built up goodwill with audiences, with fans. And now they're trying to utilize that goodwill that they built up with people to convince them that everything's okay when it's that meme of everything on fire and this is fine. It's not okay. You're fucked. You're fucked. Even if you fix it, you're fucked.
So he tweets out, is this the moment to tweet, what? You guys don't have phones? You know, trying to make fun of Blizzard and himself and all that type of shit. And on the subject of that, a few days ago, Helldivers was making fun of Tarkov because of Tarkov's massive fuck-up. Don't get me wrong, it's still a massive fuck-up, but Helldivers made fun of them, and everyone's going to agree that what Helldivers did was way worse.
Oh, dude.
So I hope Tarkov kind of claps back at them. It goes on to say, on a serious note, we're talking solutions with PlayStation, and we've seen what that solution is to remove it from other countries, which means this will not be walked back. Okay? Especially for non-PSN countries, your voice has been heard, and I'm doing everything I can speak for the community, but I don't have final say. Yeah, you're owned by Sony. So this dude has a good fucking response. Why are you acting all blameless? Like, you should have known for probably years that PSN would be a requirement. And I bet it was your call that it would not be enforced in the beginning to help with the server load. And he responds with this. I do have a part to play. I am not blameless for all of this. It was my decision to disable account linking at launch so that players could play the game. I did not ensure players were aware of the requirements, and we didn't talk about it enough. We knew for about 6 months before launch, that it would be mandatory for online PS titles. He fucking knew.
It just doesn't make any sense, though.
And then chose it to to sell it in countries where there's no access to PlayStation. Like that,
Yeah,
are you admitting?
But doesn't
is
Sony
that not
ultimately get the
admitting-
distribution?
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
they should, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
So this is just
So
Sony
the
looking at it and being
publisher,
like,
they
fuck
should
it,
be.
sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. No one's gonna know. Sell it.
So I think that
Sell
more
it.
so falls on Sony than Arrowhead. I think
Well,
he's
but back
trying
to
to
still,
say,
they would still have a say in it though, surely, right?
sure. But
Yeah, they knew. Like, this is it, man. It makes perfect sense. They just wanted money.
Yeah, if they ignored what Sony said and Sony's like, hey, put this in from the start, and then they're like, fuck it, we'll leave it till later, and then Sony didn't follow up until now. They're both to blame. Like yes, one is more to blame than the other. Same with Stellar Blade. But Shift Up is to blame for the Stellar Blade stuff, just as Arrowhead is to blame for the Helldivers stuff.
But again, I did not ensure players were aware of the requirement. Correct. You did not. You had so many opportunities. Every single blog post, every single update could have just been, by the way, guys, don't forget, hey, just a reminder, it's coming up, man. You had so many opportunities to talk about. Every single patch note of updates, you could have put down the bottom. By the way, guys, or even at the start, hey, before we get into the fucking shit with nerfing today and whatnot, keep in mind, you're going to have to do this, right? This absolutely should have remained optional. But if you did do it, you could be given something like, I don't know, a fucking exclusive helmet or some shit.
Super
like
credits or something.
Yeah.
Some super credits or some shit.
I just think it's crazy that they said it was about safety, and yet the PlayStation Network's been compromised how many times?
Yeah, exactly.
North Korean government, Lizard Squad, like 1,000 other.
How are they not looking at the fact that people are playing the Wolverine game that is not finished yet? People are playing it on their Steam decks because of hacks.
Spider-Man, remember it got built by people before them because they got it. They stole the fucking assets.
It's
So
absolutely retarded. And he has another response here saying, hey, we do not handle selling of the game. So yeah, PlayStation or Sony. We develop and support it, but when it comes to the details of how it's sold, up to publishers and stores. PSN restrictions are a PSN issue. I would not know why you cannot make an account in different parts of the world.
Yeah,
But you're looking at your player base being like, hey, this dude's from Djibouti. Djibouti does not have PSN. It says right here, no go.
Yeah, why don't they just walk it back? I think it's just so simple of, let's just not do that.
I mean, if you guys use the PlayStation...
Is there even conversations happening with Sony? The conversations are probably Sony coming up to them being like, your game's fucked, pal. And that's about it. I highly doubt Arrowhead's CEO is calling up Sony, PlayStation, and talking to the head of PlayStation Studios and being like, how can we fix this situation? And even if PlayStation isn't going to be amenable to that, they don't give a fuck.
The conversation they have with Sony is to remove it from countries where there is no PSN so we don't get sued.